especially when you're relying on subject matter experts or third-party vendors to make sure you have that really visible of where things are sitting with.
So Jenny, sorry, can I just interrupt to ask? So essentially, it's a wall where you maybe put post-it notes, and each note signifies either the progress or a blocker, so that it's kind of staring you in your face, and you can deal with it.
Exactly. It can be. I mean, we use a system called Jira at Suncorp, or it can be a physical wall where you have a piece of card glue tacked to the board, and it outlines the piece of work, who owns it, who's sitting with, and you track your progress against that card. So at any point, anyone can pick up that card and see where it's at. Is it progressing? Is it stuck on something? Are you waiting on information? So if someone, isn't in the office, it doesn't get held up.
Thanks, Jenny.
Okay, if you can just jump to the next slide, Jeevan. Thank you.
Yes. Running an Agile project.
Yeah, so the second main example is where it's not necessarily a system project, it's just a learning project that's being run Agile. The challenges that we find in those situations, as I said earlier, learning doesn't always fit neatly into iterations. It often spans multiple iterations. We do find not all areas of our business are familiar enough with Agile, so there is a bit of education needed in that space to ensure they see the value of why you're working a little bit differently. And there's also the temptation for stakeholders to keep providing feedback after you think that loop has been closed. And I know that's not an Agile issue, but it is one that does creep into the Agile world. So how we found this can be better managed, checking up front with the stakeholders and SMEs to ensure their Agile familiarity, and if necessary, induct them into the principles or point them to training so they can understand and appreciate the impacts of their input and their involvement. Involve the stakeholders and SMEs in those stand-ups so they can understand what you need of them and